I'm Laura Bloomberg. I'm the Associate Dean at the Humphrey School of Public Affairs at the University of Minnesota, and I'm also a member of the management team for the Hennepin-University Partnership. I think there's tremendous value for the students and the faculty at the Humphrey School being involved in the Hennepin-University Partnership and in the work of Hennepin County. For one thing, we have students here who want to go into the fields of policy and planning, and they want to be well prepared, which means we need to create an educational environment that's both rigorous and relevant. And when we can create applied learning experiences for our students, we can create that rigorous and relevant learning environment. Doing that right here in Hennepin County is a tremendous opportunity for our students. We have faculty members who have research interests that very closely align with some of the key priorities of Hennepin County and the partnership. You know, everything related to housing and transit and food security and social justice and social policy. So it's a tremendous opportunity for our faculty. I think also, though, when we talk about the value, we have to talk about good citizenship. We live, most of us, many of us live in Hennepin County. Our school is located in Hennepin County, and to be able to share resources in a way that both benefits students and faculty and also benefits the county and the priorities of the county is a win-win. As students wrap up their degree programs with us, they're required to complete a capstone project. Most of them are as students, let's try that again. As students complete their degree program with us, many of them are required to do a capstone project, which is a team-based project that is fully focused on the needs of a community-based client. So in the case of the Hennepin-University Partnership, many of our students complete these culminating capstone projects in partnership with Hennepin County. And just about every semester we have teams of students working with the county on a range of projects. It is a culminating experience for the student and oftentimes leads to a much deeper understanding of county-based government and the kinds of needs and issues that the county addresses. So for example, we have students in capstones who are focused on everything from transit to food security to homelessness issues. In particular, we have a long-standing partnership with Hennepin County when it comes to looking at homelessness issues. And every year, Professor Maria Hanratty leads a team of students in looking at a particular question within the broad priority that the county has of reducing or ending homelessness in the county. So students explore questions about accessibility to affordable housing, transition in and out of shelters, the impacts of different times of the year on shelter usage, and all of those things help to inform the county's decision making and planning. So it's a tremendous opportunity again for our students and creates really valuable, I hope really valuable research for the county. We've also had capstone projects looking at food security issues and specific questions that the county has related to that. We've had capstones looking at economic development, and in particular the relationship of economic development priorities with new and emerging transit priorities, and what is the intersection and what is the value added of thinking about transit as we think about economic development for the county. We have a number of faculty members whose research interests align very closely with priorities at Hennepin County and ongoing projects with Hennepin County. So for instance, Professor Joe Sauce does a lot of work related to human services and restructuring human services in a way that is equitable and best serves the community. He has done some partnership work with Hennepin County exploring that. We have faculty members like Professor Maria Hanratty, who focuses on homelessness and has been able to conduct quite a lot of her own research based on data in Hennepin County around homelessness and ending homelessness. And in fact, this year is publishing papers in academic journals related to that. Our faculty in the urban and regional planning area often partner with Hennepin County to gather data related to transitway planning, and livability. Both Professor Jason Cow and Professor Yingling Fan have worked with Hennepin County in looking at those data sets and making their own or designing their own studies around that. Every year the Every year the Humphrey School hosts international policy fellows who are mid-career professionals from all over the world. They come to us from sub-Saharan Africa and Eastern Asia, South America. It's a great global community of scholar practitioners. And every year for the past several years, Hennepin County has graciously and effectively created internship opportunities or job shadow opportunities for those fellows, so that the fellows can actually see in real time how a municipal or a county-based government operates. And because Hennepin County and the structure itself is so large, that those fellows are able to be placed in places that are most relevant to them and their own professional work. Additionally, last year we launched the first of hopefully several Young African Leader Institutes over the summer, which is a 6-week intensive opportunity for young and emerging public policy leaders from sub-Saharan Africa to join us for 6 weeks. And again, Hennepin County opened its doors to these young emerging leaders and created very personalized job shadow opportunities. It was a tremendous commitment of time and resources on the part of Hennepin County. I hope the benefit was in sort of exposing people who work at the county to things happening across the world, but I know the benefit on this end was enormous in terms of exposing those international and global fellows and young leaders to a county government system that runs well. In a school like the Humphrey School that has a focus both on local, public, and nonprofit work and leadership, as well as national and global, sometimes it's possible to focus more on what our global footprint is or what our global impact is. The huge benefits of partnering with Hennepin County are that first, that it's right here, that in real time our students can be exposed, our faculty can have access to a large urban county-based government. So the proximity has a huge value. In addition to that, though, Hennepin County really in many ways is reflective of the world. We have an enormous immigrant population here, and a large diaspora from many parts of the world. The Somali community, but also the Liberian community, a large Latino community right in Hennepin County. So those create tremendous opportunities. Additionally, as you know probably better than I do, Hennepin County is both an urban or has both an urban population and really quite a rural as well as suburban population. So it creates unique opportunities to think about county government that impacts people and systems at a very urban and suburban and exurban and rural let me do that again. Hennepin County is a county that has both an urban and a suburban and a rural community embedded in it, and those create unique research and learning lab opportunities for our students and faculty in that there are questions that can be addressed at the county level that can't really be addressed at the state level or even at the city level because of the nature of county government and the types of services provided at the county level. So in addition to including a large and very diverse population from around the world who are now residents in Hennepin County, we see that at both the rural and the urban level. The University of Minnesota has a strategic plan that identifies grand challenges at the heart of it, but I think that it goes without saying that both Hennepin County and the Humphrey School have focused on grand challenges for a long, long time. We didn't need a strategic plan to identify the fact that grand challenges exist in a large way within the county. I think about county government oftentimes as sort of a linking entity between more municipal, city-based governments and things that are happening at the state. And because of the nature of the work of the county and its role in human services, its not necessarily central role, but significant role in the education of our children, in looking at housing and in looking at transit, they grapple with a number of grand challenges because not only are the challenges difficult, but there are multiple sectors and multiple levels of government that are involved. So I talk with county commissioners about this with some frequency. There is a high need to be very adept at navigating multiple stakeholders and multiple challenges. That, again, creates a tremendous research opportunity and a tremendous learning lab for our students and faculty as we can interact with a county that has to also partner with school districts and city governments, and not just Minneapolis government, but multiple cities within the county and with the state as we try to figure out things like how to end homelessness, how to build the best possible transit system, how to ensure food security for all of the citizens in Hennepin County. Those are grand challenges. I hope that we have at least another 10 years of great partnership between the university, between the Humphrey School and Hennepin County. I expect it will be much longer than that. I think the future, from our perspective, will require us to continue to think about how to find the right balance and the right mix of rigor and relevance in our classroom and in our learning environments. And I'm convinced that engagement with the community is central to that vision. So from the perspective of the Humphrey School, this partnership is essential in creating a relevant learning lab for our students. I hope that the partnership also continues to focus on the needs of the county and the opportunities that the university has, and from my perspective, the Humphrey School has, to serve the community, to serve the county that I think serves us quite well. I would explain the value of the Hennepin-University partnership first in terms of the win-win that it provides. When we have scholars and emerging scholars and young emerging talented public policy and public affairs practitioners ready, willing, and able to engage with questions and challenges that the county has, and the county is ready, willing, and excited to engage with us in sharing both those problems and those resources, then we can create the kind of relevant learning experience that our students need, the kind of relevant, applied, engaged research opportunities that our faculty are looking for, and we can advance the ball on some of the grand challenges that the county has to deal with day in and day out. That's the value of the partnership.